ICD-10 PCS JJ-PCA Guidelines, page 023, part 7.
A8. All 7 characters must be specified to be a valid code.
All 7 characters must be specified to a valid code, right? We have the first part here that specifies which one are the valid codes, right? This is the structure of the PCS, right? The codes are comprised of 7 components called characters. Individual units for each character have a letter or number assigned as a value, and the possible values for a valid code are the digits 0 through 9, the letters AH to JN and PZ, which means that no I's or O's, because the I's get confused with the number 1 and the O's get confused with the number 0. So these are all the possible values, okay? And here it's telling you that all 7 characters must be specified to be a valid code, okay? So if you see that code with an I, for instance, you know that's a wrong code because that's not a valid character, okay? Okay, let's continue. If the documentation is incomplete for coding purposes, the physician should be queried for the necessary information. Which means that if the coder doesn't understand very well, then she gives a phone call, or he calls the physician and says, "Can you please explain to me what you meant by this?" And then the physician comes and then explains, "Oh, this is what I meant," right? So can you read this? Query. What's a query?
Query is to feel uncertain about a code you don't understand.
Right. When you feel uncertain about a code that you don't understand, then you produce a query. A query is like a question. You question the doctor about something, right? And this is the doctor, right, explaining to the coder what he meant, or what he or she meant. And then the coder says, "Oh, I get it now," and then he finds the code, okay? That's the purpose of a query. All right, so we got the theory out of the way, and now ready, set, go for the problem, right? Okay, this is PCS JJ-PCA, page 611, exercise 11. This is a level 1 exercise, and it reads like this.
Open resection of cecum.
Yes, you have to give us the PCS code for an open resection of cecum. Okay, so we're going to count to 3, so you can pause the video and then give us the PCS code for this procedure. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the answer is 0 DT H0 ZZ. Right? If you got that answer, congratulations. You can go to the next video. If you didn't get it, let's just give you a quick tip.
Here's tip number 1. Start with resection.
Start with resection. And since we're in the section of tips, we're going to remind you where is the cecum, right? The cecum is right here, right?
Yes.
And it's part of the column, right?
Right.
And this is the cecum, you see? So they're resecting this part, the cecum. All right? So with these tips, you should be able to get the path to the answer. Now, the answer is already this, 0 DTH 0 CC. That's the answer, but you have to give us the path, how we got to that answer, right? So we're going to count to 3, so you can pause the video and give us the path to the answer. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do the whole summary of the problem. This is an open resection of the cecum, and we want you to find the PCS code for this. There's only one code, and the code 1 through the index is found like this.
First you go to index.
Go to the index.
Then you go to resection.
Resection, right?
Yes, and then you go to cecum.
Cecum.
And it gives you this.
Right.
0 DTH.
That's the code that you get from the index. Now you're going to check this code in the tabular, and the code 1 through the tabular is found like this.
First you go to tabular.
Go to the tabular.
Then you go to 0 DT. These are the first.
Yeah, you always start with the first 3 characters. Now, what is 0 DT? 0 is?
Medical and surgical.
Medical and surgical. This is surgery. D is?
Gastrointestinal system.
Gastrointestinal system, because the cecum is part of the gastrointestinal system, and the T is, I'm sorry.
Resection.
Resection, right? Which is what we have as a, how do you call that? The root?
The root operation?
The root operation, thank you. The root operation. The root operation is a resection, all right?
Yes.
That's the third character. Okay, so we continue. The H now. What is the H?
Cecum.
Cecum, right? And the 0.
0 is open.
It's an open procedure because it says open in the text, right?
Yes.
And then
you use another Z. Well, one Z.
One Z for
no device.
No device. It means that you're not leaving anything in the cecum, right? You're not leaving like a little graft or a little device in there. You're not leaving anything there, right? That's where there's no device. That's what you use a Z. And the last one is?
The last Z is no qualifier.
Because you don't need an extra code to differentiate this from other procedures, so you just put a Z again, okay? So, and there's an equal sign at the end. That means that we have double checked this code. So the code again is 0 DT H 0 ZZ. Okay? Thanks for watching. And don't forget to visit our website.
And you can subscribe to us in YouTube by clicking here for our new medical coding videos.
Here, right here in the red rectangle, right here.
Yes.
You click here,
and we make about 3 videos every day. ICD-10s, CPTs, all that is needed to pass the medical coding certification exams.
Okay, so thanks again. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, thank you. We'll see you again tomorrow.